Vegan.
Yeah.
Vegan.
Okay, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fridge. You make so much noise. Where's the top of my head? It's like out of frame, in frame. It's so delicate. So delicate.
Hi, I'm Anna.
And I'm Brian.
And we are those annoying vegans.
And today we're going to show you how to make an American favorite, good old baked beans.
As you probably know, baked beans usually contain pork products, otherwise known as pig. But we are going to veganize it and show you that vegan baked beans can actually taste exactly the same as non-vegan baked beans. And if they taste exactly the same, then why the heck not?
That's right. We're going to be replacing the dead pig flesh, to put it bluntly, with some store-bought tempeh, smoky maple flavored tempeh. You should go to your grocery store and check out all the different vegan bacon options. There are a ton.
Yes, we'll also be topping it off with bacon bits, also vegan.
That's right. And nary a pig shall be harmed. And as always, this recipe is delicious, affordable, and easy to make.
So let's make it.
Let's make it.
So with the baked beans, we had them in the oven for about 2 hours, but if you would like them to be more moist, I would say keep them in the oven for an hour and a half. This is Hope.
Hope the pig.
Brian gave me Hope for our 1-year anniversary. Out of all farmed animals, pigs are thankfully in one of those pretty cool transitional phases where people are starting to see them more as companion animals. You know, you see all the little pig videos on YouTube. They're adorable.
We did see that bank commercial where they had an old couple walking a pig on a leash, and you're starting to see more household pet pigs.
Pigs are cute.
They're very cute.
They're very cute.
I want a pig.
And yes, you want a pig. Brian really wants a pig.
There was a famous photograph that made its way to Reddit. This one right here. In here.
Yeah.
This person, I guess, purchased bacon, went to cook the bacon, and when she opened the package, there was still a nipple on the outside of one of the strips of bacon, which really grossed her out and freaked her out. Ugh, I was gonna make bacon until I saw this nipple on my bacon. Ugh.
Like, where do you think it comes from?
That's what it is.
It's what it is.
I know that we've come up with all these words that sort of distance what the food truly is from what we want to think that it is. Most bacon is made from pig belly.
That's where the most fat is on a pig.
On a female pig, her belly has a bunch of nipples on it that are used to feed baby pigs. So that's what it is.
Tit?
What? That's what it is.
Oh, I thought you said that's what tit is.
No,
I
I wish I had come up with that pun. Pun fail. Hashtag pun fail. I don't know if you guys remember the Discovery Channel TV show How It's Made. How It's Made. Bacon. It starts with, well, all the pork bellies are sent down the conveyor belt. It's like, oh, pork bellies.
That's not where it starts.
You just pick them right out of the orchard and take them over here and send them down the conveyor belt. It's like pork belly after pork belly after pork belly, just going down. Those were all once living pigs. All of them.
And we don't go too much into the specifics of the farm factory conditions and how these animals are killed. It is quite morbid, and the information is out there. If you're curious, go look it up. One of the first times I ever witnessed pigs and many other animals getting killed for food was in the documentary Earthlings. I'm sure you've heard about it. If you haven't heard about it and you want to watch it, if you don't want to go vegan after watching that, I really don't know what else it would take to convince you. I stopped eating meat the night I watched that documentary. I had to watch it in stages. It was very, very heart-wrenching and painful to watch. And there were things I never even thought existed. It's an eye-opener. And if you're like, no, that's okay, well, I'll just keep eating meat, then think about that.
And that's the thing. We do everything to shield ourselves from the truth behind what it means to eat something that's made out of a pig. It involves killing a pig. Also, people always say, bacon.
Yeah.
Bacon's so good. There's a reason why bacon has a flavor. And if you watch how it's made, bacon, you will see that bacon is, first of all, brined, which means they just soak it in salt, and then they hit it with like gallons of liquid smoke.
Oh.
They just drench it in liquid smoke and other spices and all this salt, and then they cure it, and then they freeze it until they're ready to slice it up and package it. You think you're tasting meat? No.
No.
No, you're not. You vegan.
You don't even know it. You're vegan. It's so strange. I've actually met people who are like, OMG bacon. Oh, look at this cute pig video. It's weird because the discrimination happens within the species. It's like some pigs are okay to eat. Some pigs are okay to have as pets. Yeah. Where's the logic in that?
The difference seems to just be size. Like small pigs are cute, but big pigs are food.
And they're only big because of the growth hormones. Have you been to an animal sanctuary, a farm sanctuary? The pigs at the Animal Acres Farm Sanctuary are huge. They usually die of suffocation because their lungs collapse from their weight. Pigs aren't normally supposed to be that size, just like turkeys.
Yeah, do it with turkeys too. Pretty morbid.
Yeah, not to mention bacon is pretty shitty for your health.
Bacon's not good for you.
At all.
We're in a little bit of this bacon craze, and I actually read that it all began with the Atkins diet. Atkins, if you don't know, it's a famous fad diet. It's completely a fad diet. It's very, very low in carbs. Because people were eating fewer carbs, they were upping the meat and the dairy. Oh, I'll just cut out carbs. Just eat meat. Just eat dairy. That'll be great for me.
Why are people so afraid of carbs? The thing is, ever since I went vegan, I have not once had to worry about what I'm eating. I never think about, I don't even own a scale. We don't own a scale. If you're eating mostly fruits and vegetables and grains, whole grains, I never think about carbs as a thing. Like, oh my gosh, pasta tonight? No.
Oh, sandwich, take off the bread, take off the bun,
yeah,
wrap it in lettuce.
It's such hard work. People like to make things hard for themselves. Like we've said before in a previous video, people are going to the gym and working out, trying to combat what they're eating instead of making them both work together.
And the latest trend is paleo diet. We've touched on that a little bit before, heavily in quotes, because it's not a Paleolithic diet at all. But the paleo diet, same thing, a lot of meat, few carbs. And it's just an excuse for you to gorge yourself on meat. It's not good for you. It's not the only source of protein in the world. There's a million other sources of protein that I'll put right here that you can eat, and you can go to the gym and you can be just as big and get all the gains that you want.
With less work. We work out and just focus on stamina and building muscle rather than losing weight.
I find that the nature versus technology argument gets flip-flopped depending on whether you want to agree with it or disagree with it. We'll say things like, oh, if you're a true carnivore, then you should have no problem killing a pig and biting into it, right? That's what lions do.
True carnivores do.
That's what they do.
Or even watching it get killed.
Shouldn't bother you if you're a carnivore, like you claim to be. And then people go, oh, come on, man. We're advanced as a species. We have iPhones, we have the internet, we have all these wonderful things. Why do you eat the paleo diet? 'Cause, man, that's how humans ate back in the... Okay, so are we doing nature or technology? Which argument is it? Because it's not both. Oh, that's another thing people say too, is that human beings are not very well equipped to be hunters in the first place. We don't have claws. We're not very fast. We don't have very good senses of smell or hearing. Don't have very sharp teeth. You're an omnivore, a true omnivore, a carnivore. Go chase down a antelope and kill it. People are like, that's ridiculous. Of course it is. That's the point.
There's a reason why we don't have a lion slaughterhouse or an elephant slaughterhouse.
A bobcat slaughterhouse or a hippo slaughterhouse. I don't think anybody would have any trouble watching Brussels sprouts get picked.
When people say, oh, well, you're killing vegetables too, would you rather take your child to a carrot factory or a pig slaughterhouse? Does a carrot scream or bleed? If I were to ask you, can you chop this carrot? Now can you chop this pig? These are logical questions. We know that most people aren't or wouldn't be okay with killing animals, so it comes to follow that if you're not okay with that, then how is it okay to have someone else do it for you?
There's a disconnect.
There's a disconnect.
Clearly.
Yeah.
And we're trying to illustrate that A, you don't need to eat pigs to get a smoky, savory flavor, and B, the smoky, savory flavor isn't even in the pig in the first place. You don't need to kill a pig.
We'll link to some cute pig videos.
They're so nuzzly and cuddly. Lovely animals, pigs.
Manchester Pig Save and Toronto Pig Save, I believe. There's a group of people who actually hold vigils at certain street corners where they know the pig slaughter truck is going to make a stop at at a light or something, and they'll wait with bottles of water, and they'll go up to the truck and give the pigs their last bit of water or their last little head rub. A lot of these pigs are sick, they're on the ground, they've vomited, they have feces all over. It's really sad because these people, there's nothing you can do at that point other than to give the pigs one last moment of pleasure, which they probably never even experienced. So.
Yeah. And the Physicians Committee for Responsible Medicine, among all the other reasons not to eat bacon, it is linked to cancer. So if the cholesterol and the saturated fat and the salt and everything else didn't do it for you, bacon's also linked to cancer.
And I know a lot of you aren't thinking about that now, but here's what I'm afraid of. All the little comments we get every now and then, like someone left a comment on one of Brian's movie reviews. He reviewed Leonardo DiCaprio's Before the Flood, and of course he talked about veganism, how beef is hugely inefficient as a source of food. This one guy left a comment and said, sorry, can't go vegan.
Lol.
Lol.
To which I said, in fact, you can.
It's called want to.
It's just want to.
It's people like that I'm afraid someday when we're 75 and on vacation somewhere, we're going to start getting all these comments from all these people who said those kinds of things. Hey, so about that vegan thing, how? And we'll be like, we were tired. Just watch our videos. You know how in Charlotte's Web, you really fight for Wilbur not getting chopped up and eaten? That's a cartoon. Remember how you used to feel about that? You didn't want him to die. You didn't want him to get taken. Where did that go? Reconnect with your childhood innocence. We need more of that in this world today.
Look, look, look. We got our adoption certificate for Marshall.
We adopted Marshall for Thanksgiving.
It says right there, adopted by
those annoying vegans. Marshall was rescued after falling from a truck on the way to a live market. And now he's living a wonderful, carefree life at Farm Sanctuary. He likes grapes.
I'm the law and order turkey, and you've stolen my heart.
This is a snood, and this is a caruncle.
Caruncle. We like trivia.
Yeah. Watch a lot of Jeopardy.
Yeah.
The pig is so cute.